Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this new video of my free trading series. On my last video, I've explained to you guys exactly some of the term in forex trading, things like what is trading in general, financial market, and some of the participants. So in today's video, I'm going to explain exactly some of the building blocks term in forex trading. I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what are currency pairs, what are pips, what is leverage, what is lot size, and all of these things I've just said here is very important on your trading journey. If you've been trading already, this could be some sort of basic for you, but if it's your very first time, I'm gonna do my best, so it's gonna be very easy. By the end of this video, you should be able to know all of this term, right? So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about here is the currency pairs. When you want to start trading, you cannot trade one currency alone. You can always trade one currency against another one. You cannot like decide right now to only trade euro or only trade USD. You can only trade one against another one. That's why when you look at your trading platform, you'll see things like euro USD or USD card or USD JPY. You always have those symbols, so it's made up of two pairs, okay, or it's made up of two currencies. The first one, which is the base currency, and then the second one, which is the code currency. So if you look at something like euro USD, that means that the first currency, which is euro, then that is your base currency, and then the USD that's coming after the euro, that is your code currency. So right now that you understand how the currency is formed, like currency pairs are formed, how do you actually read the price? When you look at the prices of the currency pairs, most of the time they are about 4 to 5 decimal places. So if you take like the price of euro USD right now, let's assume that the price of the euro USD is at 1.1000. So it's like 1.10000. Okay, so euro USD is 1.1000. So if euro USD is currently at 1.1000, then that means that 1 euro is being sold for 1.1 USD or 1.10 USD. If you look at only the price alone, 1 euro is equal to 1.1 USD. But now if you put them as a currency pairs, the price now becomes 1.1000. Is there even a unit? I don't know. So this is basically how the price is being formed when you look at your trading platform. So don't be confused when you look at the price of a trading pairs like euro USD and you see that it's like 1.5600 something. Don't be confused. That means that 1 euro is being traded for maybe 1.1 something. And now the currency pairs, there are two types of currency pairs you mostly look at. You'll have the major pairs and then you'll have the cross pairs. The major pairs are the pairs that have USD in it, and then the cross pairs are the pairs that don't have USD in it. So if you look at something like euro USD, that is a major pairs. If you look at something like GBP USD, that means that is a major pairs. But if you look at something like euro GBP or GBP JPY, these are the cross pairs because they don't have USD in it. So whenever you want to trade a currency, have in mind, like, is USD part of the pairs or not? If it is part of the pairs, then that is your major pairs. And most traders actually like trading the major pairs because it's linked to the dollar, and the dollar is the most traded currency around the world, so it makes it more liquid. Okay, like the price moves a lot and allows you to make more money. Remember, when the price of a currency moves a lot, that means there's a lot of volatility, then there's a lot of opportunity for you to make money from the fluctuation. Right now that you understood how the whole currency pairs works, what is pip? Okay, so for me to make it very easy, you know that the currency pair will move, right? So it will, if you look at something like euro USD, assuming right now the price of euro USD is at 1.1000. So if price moves from 1.1000 to 1.1001, that means that the difference between 0 to 1, that means that it has moved up by 1, right? So that 1 means that it has moved up by 1 pip. Okay, so the smallest unit that price moves on your chart is what? 1 pip. Could also move by 0.5 pip as well. If it goes from maybe 1.1000 to 1.1001, then it has moved up by what? 1 pip. If it goes from 1.1000 to 1.1005, that means that it has moved up by 5 pip. The same way it goes up, it can also go down, right? Let's say that it goes from 1.1010 to maybe 1.1008, that means that it has moved down by 2 pip, okay, or by 2 pips, So when price move from up or down, like the unit that it move is actually in pip. And the pips that we are talking here allows you to measure the movement of price, right? So if right now Euro USD goes up, I'm gonna ask you, did it go up by how many pips? You can tell me that maybe it went up by 10 pips. So I have an idea how much Euro USD went up by what? 10 pips. You can also use it to measure how much profit you've made or how much loss you've made as well. If you made profit trading that currency pairs, I can ask you how much pips did you catch as a profit, or how much pips did you get at a loss, right? So it's very easy. It allows you to what? Measure the price of an asset, like currency pairs, basically Euro USD or USD CAD or any kind of currency, if it went up or down, or how much loss or win you've made as well. So now that you understood the currency pairs and pips, let's look at lot size. Lot size will determine how much profit you are making based on how much pips price has moved, okay? So there are three types of lot size. We have the standard lot, which is 1 lot. We have the mini lot, which is 0.1 lot, and the smallest lot size you can use on a trade is the 0.01 lot, which is the micro lot. And basically, whenever you take a trade, the bigger the lot size, the more money you make. So if right now we take the same trade and then I took with 1 lot size and you took with maybe 0.5 lot size, that means that I'm gonna make more money than you do, despite we took the same trade, by the way. So the bigger the lot size, the more money you make. The smaller the lot size, the less profit you make. And the same way you are talking about profit, the same way you talk about the losses as well. The bigger the lot size, the more losses you can lose, like the more money you can lose as well. And then the smaller the lot size, the less money you can lose as well. Now let's look at how much money you can make per lot size. If you are using 1 lot, which is the one standard lot, then if you're able to catch 1 pip, you'll make exactly $10. So you're making what? $10 for 1 lot per pip, by the way. And then if you are using the mini lot, which is 0.1 lot, then you'll be making about $1 per 1 pip. And then if you are using the micro lot, then you can use 0.01 lot and you'll be making about $0.1 per pip. Okay, so the bigger the lot you use, the more money you can make per pip, basic. Now that you understood how much money you can make per lot size, per pip, let's look at how that would affect your account, right? For every pip movement, you are either gonna make money or lose money on your account based on the lot size you are using. So now let's assume that you took a trade on Euro USD and then you use 0.1 lot on your account, okay? And let's assume that price went 10 pip on your direction, right? You took a buy on Euro USD, you use 0.1 lot, and then you are profiting 10 pip from that trade. So if you are profiting 10 pip from that trade, remember the lot size you use. You've used 0.1 lot size, right? And then remember how much money you are making if you open 0.1 lot. 0.1 lot, that means every pip movement you'll be making about $1. So if you've gotten 10 pip, then you the 10 multiplied by the money in lot size that you're gonna be making. Remember, 0.1 you are making $1. So you take $1 multiplied by the numbers of pip, which is 10. So $1 times 10 is gonna give you what? $10. So you'll be making a profit of $10 if you take a trade on Euro USD and then it goes 10 pips in your direction using 0.1 lot. But instead of using 0.1 lot, assuming that you use 1 lot instead. Remember, 1 lot, every movement you are making $10. So every pip you are making $10. So if 1 lot is gonna give you $10 per pip, then for 10 pips you do now 10 times 10 is gonna give you 100. So you are making what? $100 on a 10 pip move. So we can see that the same trade, the same 10 pips trade, you could make $100 if you use 1 lot, and I could make only $10 if I use 0.1 lot. And the same time, if the trade went against me, I'm going to lose the same amount of money. If that trade went 10 pip against me and I use 0.1 lot, then I'll be losing $10. And the same way, if I use 1 lot, I'm gonna be losing $100 as well. So this is basically how pips lot size works together. You know how much lot size you're using, and you should know how much money you're gonna make per pip. And then you just have to take your trade and look at how much pips you made or you lost, and you do the calculation and you know exactly how much money you are making. And well, when you are trading, this calculation comes in handy but there are some tools that you can use to make the calculation even way easier. I'm gonna show you guys on my next videos. So these are the calculation where you don't need to like keep in your mind all the time. I know at the point it's gonna be very easy. Right now, if I take a trade, I know that if I use one lot, then I'm making $10 per pips. Right? If I'm using 0.1 lot, then I'm making $1 per pip. At the point, it's gonna be very easy in your head, but right now, don't worry. You'll get to understand, and it's gonna be very easy. Now let's look at leverage. You know that you can take trade based on the lot size, how many pip you can make money. Let's look at leverage. What is the meaning of leverage? Leverage allows you to control a large position with a small amount of money. For example, if right now I deposit $10 on my trading account, I know that I cannot open probably one lot, right, on that $10 account, because if I open one lot and price goes just one pip against me, I'm going to lose the whole one lot. So I cannot control, I cannot use a big lot size with a small account size. So leverage will allow me to be able to open that big position, meanwhile I still have a small account size. So for the leverage, most of the time you have like 1 to 2, 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 100. But the most common leverage you're gonna be seeing in the market is 1 to 100. And to make the leverage really simple, as I'm saying 1 to 100, for 1 to 100, meaning that for every $1 in your account, you are controlling $100 of that currency. Okay, so if you deposit $10 right now on a 1 to 100, you do that $10, you multiply by the 100, and it's gonna have what, 1,000. In your trading account, it looks like you only have $10, but on your brokers, like your broker thinks that you have $1,000. So whenever you take a trade, the broker allows you to take a trade up to like an account that is like worth $1,000. So that's why leverage is really important. It allows you to open bigger positions with just using a small capital. So this is why leverage is so useful, because whenever you want to deposit money to trade, you don't always need to like deposit thousands of dollars. You can even deposit $10, $20, $50, and you can still open trade as if you have like $1,000, $2,000, $10,000 in your account. Because remember, 1 to 100, if you even have $100 in your account, you have the power to trade as if you have $10,000 on your account. But one thing about leverage is, yes, it allows you to open bigger lot size and bigger positions, meaning you can make more money. And the other way around is you can also lose more money, because the bigger position you open, the more profit you make faster, or the more losses you make faster. So you should also have in mind how much you can also lose when you have like a really big leverage. For a beginner, I think using leverage 1 to 100 is sort of normal. At the point you can be using leverage 1 to 1000, 1 to 2000, 1 to unlimited, all of that. I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well, but for right now, just focus on if you have a leverage of 1 to 100, that's well enough. So I think that'd be pretty much it for this video. I did my best to explain exactly how the whole currency pairs works, and then what is a pip, what is a lot size, and how leverage can be used to actually trade small account with a big account, and by applying a correct risk management as well. That would be pretty much it for this video. So see you guys on my next video so you can learn something new. Thank you.